Hello everyone. This is my very last video in regards to CS110, and let's see. Okay, today I'm going to talk about our final project, which is a Todo list, and it's based on react.js. Mainly, we're using also Redux and sometimes just plain JS. So let's see what we have. Here is our project. We have three columns like work to do, study to dos, and family to dos. And also we can view our to dos in a table, and we can sort them based on three categories. We can see all, active, or done. And here is the form for adding new to dos. So let's see how it is created. Okay, as I said, we are using React.js. Sometimes and mainly we use ES6 and also sometimes ES7, which are not supported in browsers, in all the browsers. For which reason we have Webpack and Babel to compile our code in a language like in CS5 that is comprehensible for browsers. Okay, here is the configurations that we have written. Uh, and for starting the project, if you want, you can open the GitHub repository, download it, do npm install, and then npm start. You should see something like this, which says a bundle is successfully. Wait, bundle is successfully created. I hope. Wait. Okay. Yeah, compiled successfully. And it creates one JS file which is connected to index.html here and which runs all the code. But let's go into our source, what we have written. And mainly it starts here. First of all, for the design, we're using Ant Design, which is special design framework, written especially for React.js components. And I think, Chinese. And for making it English, because many components were in Chinese that was not comprehensible for us, we add something like this that changed the language to English. After that, as I said, we are using Redux to have a global store to keep our sites there and be able to communicate with it from whenever and wherever we want. So for that, we have provider, which gives us the store, which is here, and hash router, which is our router. We have, I think, three main routes. So first of all, this is our main route. This is the table one. You see the URL changes, and also if you type whatever you want here, the sentence is lost, and you should go back and see what happening in the real world. Okay, so in app.js, in app.js, we have three components. We are calling three components and also these ones that are changing. So the header is a very small component consisting of only this part. This is our header. Then we have add to do, which is mainly used and design components. We get, for example, get field decoration, which gives us opportunity to get the value of that specific field here by calling it by like dot title, for example. And okay, this is the add to do part, and here is the part when we call the snowflakes. And you can see that we will dispatch some actions, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay. So here is our next footer, this one. I will come to this one later. So all active done, as you see here, all active done, which are wrapped in filter link, getting the proper filters. So active, so completed, so active, so all, and these are wrapped in this component. You see children, what we saw here. This is the children, for example, active, and here we dispatch action. For example, here we can see this. So in case of something, we say that we should convey, for example, completed ones or not completed, and we dispatch some action, which is react keyword, we can say. We dispatch set visibility filter action, we like conveying passing filter argument, which goes to later reducer here, not here. Okay, and we get the part that we really want to see here. Okay, the main part I think is this one, this one. So here we have rows and columns used by edge design, and we have work to do, study to dos, and family to dos. And considering those three, we are just filtering all the states, all the to dos that are kept in Redact store, which we get here, like stat to props. After getting, we pass it here, and then we use it here. And for each one, we filter the to-dos that we want, and then give some proper view, I could say, by going here in to-do. This is this part, I can say, these squares. So we have title, description, and if there is like address, write it somewhere. So for example, if I add something that has no address, it will add, oh wait, we should go all. Okay, it will add, but no address will be shown. So, and then we have this delete button. Let's see how it works. Okay, it opens a model, which you see. Here is the code for that. It opens a model, show model, you see, a calls function which opens a model, and let's see how much time do I have. Okay, which in case of this, just handle cancel, you see, just closes the model. So you click, but you don't want to delete, so go back. Okay, no problem. But if you want to delete, you do confirm, and it's not here. So you confirmed by calling a function called handle delete click. Let's see how it works. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about this part a little bit. If you don't know, react.js should have like this part, constructor, super props, to be able to work with props as usual component. And also it does not bind to this automatically, so we should do it manually. Each function here is also here binded to this in order to be able to call this in the function. Okay, so we did here, and on the left click this that props. Wait, this is a function. Okay, yes, but as I showed you before, we have this function that Redux gives us, and then we connect by the, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we connect. So here we have dispatch delete to do, which is converted into props that we can use later. Going dispatch, we can see that, okay, here it goes to reducer, and where is our reducer? Okay, here it is, delete to do. We just filter the ones that do not correspond to the ID that we conveyed. So it just checks ID is equal to this ID. No, okay, give me, if yes, it's equal to, get rid of that. Here is how it works. Other functions work in the same way, just for example this, all the other state in case of adding to do, and plus the new ones, all the new type, something. Okay, and okay, what else can I say to you? Oh, okay, table. We have table here, uh, which filters, for example, study ones. Okay, but luckily or unluckily, I have used anti-design here, and I just entered filters, and it must give me the functions, and I just, for example, enter the data, and it here does everything automatically. So I didn't care about it this much. So I just made it to fit to my project, and also to filter like the type because I written that way, and all this stuff. Okay, let's go back, and this is all. Bye bye.